Pali Lehohla is on a walkabout in Silvertown informal settlement in Port Elizabeth this morning. This to assess the progress of data collection as part of the Community Survey 2016. The aim of the survey is to shed light on levels of delivery of basic services such as water, sanitation and electricity. And to get the latest developments on this visit, we now cross live to our reporter on the scene, Iviwe Poti. Iviwe, a very good afternoon to you. Now we understand that Dr. Pali is doing a walkabout in Silvertown. What can we expect as the outcome of this?
Well, good morning, Alicia, and to the viewers as well. We are here in Silvertown where, the statistician has been through this community where you will remember, according to stats in 2011, was the worst area to live in within the country, where about 98% of the people were still using the bucket system and just over 80% were still using, your paraffin stoves and gas stoves within their houses. So it's an area where development and electricity hadn't really trickled in, at a late time, which was 2011, and there was no improvement from the first stats that were in 2007 up until 2011. So I think the main purpose, he did say the main purpose of coming back to areas such as these is to look at, the development or progress thereof that has happened from the municipalities with the communities in terms of service delivery, as well as, building of houses in this area. It would also be, putting up electric lines and ensuring that the people here have, access to your service, your simple basic service delivery access, which is water, sanitation, electricity and houses.
Look, Iviwe, when was this data collected, and of course how effective is it to gauge how the services are rendered, particularly in that area?
The last one, Alicia, was in 2011, and now they're doing, they do it over a 5-year period. So now they're back into the communities. While speaking to Mr. Lehohla, he said, the data that they're collecting now is data from within the country. They're going to be doing a door-to-door type of, data collection over 1.3 million houses that they are going to visit within the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro, or while within the Eastern Cape, they've visited about 3,000 houses. So they're doing it door-to-door. He did, however, allude to the fact that, they have improved with the times. They are using a lot of technology now. So in terms of capturing the data and being able to report back whether there has been any progress, that will happen faster. They'll be finished with the data collection during April, and then around about June they'll be able to report back in terms of statistics of how many improvements have there been. While speaking to him a bit earlier, he did say driving through Silvertown, he has seen a bit of improvement in terms of there are some houses that are being built. He's not 100% happy though with the pace thereof that this development is happening within this community. We also did ask him in terms of, did he feel that nationally that the municipalities were actually using the data collected and were fast tracking service delivery in the areas where they felt there was no service delivery at all. He said maybe yes they have, but not to his satisfaction as a statistician.
Look, Iviwe, what are the people saying on the ground? I mean, you spoke about this earlier. We hear that services like, as you mentioned earlier, housing, electricity and water are quite the issue there. Do they now believe in the census that change can be brought about?
Alicia, speaking to the community members, we found that they actually do believe in census. They believe in the statistics companies, Statistics SA, they believe in them. They are saying that, from the last time they were here in 2011, Mr. Lehohla had to come down and plead and appeal to people to open their houses and answer the questions that they needed in order for them to table these stats. This time they have no issues at all. They are willing to open their doors to them. They are saying that there has been improvement. There are some service delivery that they are getting. There are houses that have been built from 2011. I think phase 1 is almost finished and they're going into phase 2. They do feel that yes, the progress is a bit slow, but they are happy that census keeps coming back. They feel that way. At least, it kind of puts pressure on government as well to deliver to those areas that might seem to be forgotten.
Thank you so much for that update. Iviwe Poti live to us from Silvertown informal settlement in Port Elizabeth. After